our coverage as Canadian hero Terry Fox will be the face of the new Canadian $5 bill. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I'm Aylia Batool. Canada's Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister Chrystia Freeland has resigned after Prime Minister Justin Trudeau offered her a new role. Dominic Leblanc was sworn in as her replacement. Freeland's exit comes after escalating tensions over policies and economic measures, including concerns about Trudeau's leadership. Opposition leaders, including NDP's Jagmeet Singh and Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre, call for Trudeau to step down. Freeland's resignation overshadowed the government's fall economic update, which reveals a $61.9 billion deficit for 2023 to 2024. Meanwhile, Trudeau addresses supporters, describing the day as eventful. He also reaffirms his commitment to Canada's future. With dissent in his caucus and political uncertainty, Trudeau is under a lot of pressure to navigate this crisis. Freeland, however, pledged to stay on as an NP. There was frustration between their two offices due to disagreements over measures such as the 2-month GST/HST pause. Another top cabinet minister, Sean Fraser, announced his departure, joining several others who have said they would not be seeking re-election. Toronto police are reporting an increase in smash-and-grab robberies targeting jewelry stores. The latest incident occurred Monday at Fairview Mall, where 6 suspects armed with hammers robbed Chow Tai Fook jewelry store. The suspect fled, abandoning a vehicle involved in a collision nearby. This marks the 43rd such robbery in 2024, which is double the amount as last year for the same period. Police cite similar heists this month in Hamilton, Markham, and Richmond Hill. In one case, a vehicle rammed into a Hamilton store before suspect used guns and smashed displays, injuring the owner. Authorities say they are concerned about these robberies and are urging vigilance. Investigations remain ongoing. Canadian hero Terry Fox will soon feature on the $5 bill. Fox inspired millions through his marathon of hope with intentions to raise funds for cancer research. He remains a symbol of determination and selflessness. The government hopes his appearance on the bill will encourage Canadians to donate $5 to cancer research, the cause he championed. Meanwhile, former Prime Minister Sir Wilfrid Laurier, who is on the current $5 bill, will move to the new $50 bill. Terry Fox's journey, which was running 42 kilometers daily on a prosthetic leg, raised $24.7 million. His run was interrupted halfway when the cancer reached his lungs, ending his life in 1981 at 22 years old. His legacy continues with Terry Fox runs held worldwide annually to fund cancer research. About 55,000 Canada Post workers will resume delivering duties after a month-long strike. The Canada Industrial Relations Board ordered the strike to end, citing little chance of resolution this year. Labour Minister Stephen McKinnon instructed the board to intervene after talks between Canada Post and the Canadian Union of Postal Workers failed to come to an agreement. McKinnon confirmed postal services would resume. He also announced an industrial inquiry commission to address structural issues. The report is expected by May 15th and will form the basis for further negotiations. Canada Post has agreed to a 5% wage increase, retroactive to early 2024 when contracts expired. Negotiations will officially resume on May 22nd, with issues like pay, sick leave, and job security still on the table. While the union has not commented on the board's decision, operations are set to continue under extended agreements until May 2025. In the past 24 hours, at least 14 Palestinians were killed in Israeli airstrikes, including 10 in a single Gaza City home. Israeli tanks were seen advancing deeper into Rafah's western areas. The strikes targeted the Al Daraj neighborhood, with Gaza's civil defense reporting body parts and charred remains among the casualties. On Monday, a strike disabled power generators at Gamal Adwan Hospital. World Health Organization Chief Tedros Ghebreyesus describes the condition in the hospital as appalling and urged an immediate end to the violence, saying, "This hell must stop." The Palestine Ministry of Education reported 12,799 students have been killed, with over 20,000 others injured across Gaza and the West Bank. The Israeli military confirmed 2 more soldiers were killed in southern Gaza, bringing the total Israeli death toll since October 7th to 817. Meanwhile, negotiations for a Gaza ceasefire continue in Qatar. Israel's public broadcaster Khan reported that a prisoner hostage swap with Hamas could be finalized around the same time U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration on January 20th. Israel's war on Gaza has killed at least 45,028 Palestinians and wounded 106,962 since October 7, 2023. Last month, the International Criminal Court issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant for war crimes and crimes against humanity in Gaza. Israel also faces a genocide case at the International Court of Justice for its war on Gaza. Israel is preparing a military offensive against Yemen's Houthi group after expanding war to Lebanon and Syria. Israel says it will retaliate missile and drone attacks, including a hypersonic missile strike on Rafah. 5 people were injured in Tel Aviv as residents rushed to shelters. Israel intercepted Houthi-launched drones and missiles earlier this week, prompting the security establishment to call for a response. Officials highlight the growing Houthi threat, aligning with Iran's regional allies. The Houthis claim these attacks are in solidarity with Gaza amid Israel's ongoing offensive since October. Previously, Israel retaliated with strikes on Houthi-controlled areas in July and September. The decision to launch fresh operations now rests with Israeli leadership as military units prepare for action. Meanwhile, the U.S.-led coalition continues airstrikes in Yemen, further escalating tensions. The Houthis remain defiant, vowing to target American, British, and Israeli-linked ships in the Red Sea until the conflict in Gaza ends. TikTok has filed an emergency appeal with the U.S. Supreme Court to block a law that could ban the app nationwide from January 19, 2025. The law requires TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, to sell its stake over national security concerns. TikTok argues the law violates the First Amendment rights of its 170 million users in the U.S. and requested the court to halt enforcement while reviewing the case. The move comes as President-elect Donald Trump prepares to take office on January 20th. Trump, who met with TikTok CEO Shou-Ji Chiu at Mar-a-Lago, hints at support, saying, "I have a warm spot for TikTok. I won the youth by 34 points. If TikTok's plea is denied and ByteDance fails to divest, the app faces removal from U.S. app stores and a nationwide shutdown." That's all from our Toronto studios. Thank you for watching Muslim News Canada. We are a community channel dedicated to bringing you stories you can trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our content. You can also comment to let us know what you think of our coverage. You can donate now by visiting muslimnetwork.tv/donate. For more content, keep watching Muslim Network TV.